Everybody doing this? Mike Sykes, Millionaire Maker. Hang with me, I'll make you a millionaire. All right, so today on this video, what I'm doing is I'm multitasking today, because what I'm doing is I'm recording my video for YouTube. Also, I'm recording my podcast right now. So this video on YouTube would just be me doing my podcast, which is what I do right now twice a day. Once going to work and once coming home. Okay, until I can get me a format together. So, how everybody doing? I'm happy y'all here. Thanks for coming. My name is Michael Sykes, Millionaire Maker. Hang with me, I'll make you a millionaire. All right. Now, on my podcast, what I do is I just talk. You know, for 20 minutes, half hour, I just talk about whatever comes to my mind. All right, because this is something that I wanted to do, and so this is my podcast. It's the life and times of Michael the Millionaire Maker Sykes. You know, I use it to sometimes express my emotions. I use it to talk about growing up in my childhood. You know, it's a place for me to document stories that I want to put in my book. Okay, in case I start to forget these things, but they've been on my mind so much that, you know, but with all these diseases and Alzheimer's and things like that, ain't no telling, so I'm documenting it. Another reason for this documenting it is because I've said it to myself with this YouTube age, you know, and this video age, and being able to video and make videos and put things on YouTube and the internet, you know, it's making it possible so that later on down the line, my great grandkids can still pull up a video and say, that's my great granddaddy who started all of this. And when I say who started all of this, I say that to mean the empire that I'm building, you know, the legacy that I'm building to leave to my great grandchildren. Because the Bible says that a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. All right. And I know that God has made me a good man. I just went through some bad things. But in order for me to be that good man, I have to be able to leave an inheritance for not only my children, but my children's children. So this is for heaven, okay? This is for Javille. This is for those, Bella. You know, those are my grandkids. Those are just a smidgen of my grandkids. I got too many grandkids to even name. All right, well, and that's not right, but I'm doing everything I can to rectify that. That's why I'm building what I'm building. All right. Like I say, in the morning when I take my showers, I think of a lot of things that I want to talk about on my podcast. Like today, I was going to talk about manifestation again and memories I had. But what I'm going to talk about now is the power of reaching out and helping. You know, to be able to help somebody regardless of what your situation is. Like today, I know my situation. Like I say, right now, I sleep on my mother's couch. I'm a 59-year-old man sleeping on my 74-year-old mother's couch because I don't, well, it's not that I don't have a place to live, but my current situation is not productive for me to be there. All right. And right now, this is where God has me for whatever reason that he has me here. Okay. And so with that, I'm saying it to, like, today I went on Facebook and I went into the group, into the Astro group, and this last couple of weeks, they've been coming up with different challenges, okay? And they have a challenge to where they want you to post at least 3 to 6 times a day on social media, whether it be Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, but they want you to make posts, okay? And a lot of people are coming into the group, making testimonials about what's going on in their life and things like that. And someone came on today and made a post about their situation as to where it's getting to where they're about to lose their house. They have a family, they have a newborn child, they have pets, and their situation is getting to where they're about to lose all of that. And just reading their post, it resonated with me because I've not only been there, where they're on their way to is where I'm at. So I can really speak to that with firsthand knowledge of the situation. Okay, like where he expressed he's about to have to lose his dog. I've already lost mine. Okay, where he expressed where he's about to lose his family, I've already lost mine. What? And that didn't make no sense. Looking at the car behind me, who's, Lord knows, doing I don't know what, for what reason. Okay, but what I'm saying is, like, I was able to identify with him, okay, and resonate with him. So I immediately reached out to him. Okay, I sent him a DM. Hey, here's my phone number, call me. All right, call me. I went back to the Facebook group on his post. Hey, here's my phone number, call me. Reach out to me, okay? And when he did, I talked to him for about an hour and a half maybe. In the process, I'm talking to the realtor who's representing the seller who I'm dealing with, okay, on this property. Dealing with that. There was an open house it was an open house situation that this is all new to me, and I'm learning as I go along, okay? And so it was like an open house situation, calling all buyers to come out and see what it is that you could potentially buy, all right? But the realtor wasn't privy to it or didn't know that that's the situation. The seller didn't know, and me being my first time, I didn't know either, and or how to convey it to the seller, the realtor, that this is what it would be. Because honestly, I didn't know that this is what it would be. Okay, and there was a little problem with that, and my partner, he found a couple of buyers that wanted to have a look at the property and everything. So there was that problem there. That, it got dealt with. Regardless of what, it's done, over with, it got dealt with. All right, I don't think the realtor allowed the different buyers to do their walkthrough. And right now, she's probably pissed off at me and swearing up and down she'll never work with me again. But the thing is, let's get this deal done. Let's get this contract to the closing table. All right? Because she had an expectation that, hey, I found a buyer and he gonna buy it and he's just gonna give us his money and that's all there is to it, because he signed the contract and say he's just gonna give us this money. And I'm not liking what his due diligence is composed of, because the only thing he's doing is my job for me, okay? And I really ain't liking that in the way that he going about doing that, but this is all part of the business, okay? If you're gonna list a property on the market, then you should be ready to show that property. And what do they say on the commercial? You might have to show that property to 10 different perspectives. So there are different ways you can do it. You can show it to all 10 of them at one time, hey, I'll be here at 3 o'clock. You all can come look. Or, hey, I'll see you at 3. I'll see you at 3:15. I'll see you at 3:20. I'll see you at 3:30. I'll see you at 3:45. But either way it go, you got to show the property. And that's one of the conditions of listing a property as a listing agent. You know, and just because you don't like what it is you have to do, you shouldn't be in this business then. Okay? As long as, hey, you get the contract signed and the contract get to the closing table, all right, let's do it as smooth as possible. This is a requirement of your job description. You know, is to show the property. Okay, to make the seller aware that, hey, we might have to show the property. There might be 2 or 3 people that might come through to have to look to make sure that there's nothing wrong with the foundation before they put up their $200,000 in order for you to sell this property. Okay, and if you're not good at conveying that to the seller, then maybe you need to learn a little bit more to be a more efficient realtor. Okay, and so was the situation today. But like I said, the showing was at 3, so that's over with. Like I asked my Elena, you know, so how do we proceed from here? Do we cancel the contract or what? You know, so I'm waiting to find out from her. I'm gonna let everything, see what happens. And go from there. But what it is that I was really saying is how I got on the phone with that person who is going through the situation like I was going through. And I believe that just knowing that he's not the only person that's going through that, and that not only is somebody else going through it, not only is somebody else went through it, the same thing that he's going through, but is still going through it and is still thriving. Okay, like I explained to him, because I know one thing about his post that caught me is he expressed to how he worries about situations and he gets anxious and have anxiety about situations and stuff like that. And I know that was me a lot. You know, a lot of worrying and anxiety and how is this going to work and how is this going to work and how is this going to happen? And when the Bible God tells you, give it to me, let me have it and I'll take care of it. And I got you. Okay. And once you give it to me, don't worry about how it's going to get done. Just know that it's going to get done and it's going to get done in your favor. You know, and when you do that, and allow him to take over and handle the situation, he handles the situation, when you look back at it, better than you could ever think about handling the situation. Okay? He has ways to help you out of situations that you don't even think about. Okay? You need money for a situation that you just found out is a situation, but he done already put money in an account 2 years ago for you to deal with that situation. Okay? 2 years before you even knew that you was gonna have that situation, he done already set it up for you and made the way of escape out of that situation. That's how good he is. And what I wanted to express to him was that he has the worries and the anxiety, because even though he may know to trust in God and give it to God and let God handle it, like they say, hey, give it to God and let God. Okay, even though he know that, and you may know it, but sometimes you still do the same thing to get in the way. All right, you still worry about it because you haven't totally learned how just to submit. You know, submit to the will of God and let him do his thing, because he can do his thing better than you could ever think about doing it. All right, he has ways that you wouldn't even dream of. You know, and like I said, it's like I gave him examples of a lot of things that I went through during growing up, you know, living in Detroit, and the things that I'm going through now, you know, And like I said, I believe just knowing that he ain't in this by himself, okay, or he not alone, and that it was through God that sent him the way that it sent him, okay, in order for him to receive what it is that he was receiving, okay. And that right there, I feel better about that, because I'm learning more and more every day that it's not about what you can get, and that you will get way more, be it whatever it is that you want. You will get way more when you stop trying to get stuff for yourself and try and help somebody else. Like, that's what, there are many stories in the Bible about people that, like Job, the 9 months that he went through, the trouble that he went through, things didn't start getting better for him until he stopped praying for himself and started praying for other people. And then when he started praying for other people, that's when God stepped in and said, hey, I'm going to do this for you. And that's what happens. That's how it works. And when you stop worrying about, like I said, I joined this community in December the 6th. And I'm going through it, I'm learning different things like that. And the same way somebody reached out and helped me. Hey, Michael, I want to help you. All right, come on, let's do this. All right, go ahead, jump on the phone. Hey, Michael, answer the Zoom link. All right, Michael, do it. There you go, you're doing it, Michael. Hey, through text, ask them this question. Ask them about the roof. All right, ask them about this. Ask them about the motivation. Ask them this. All right, hey, you're doing good. Hey, you're doing good. All right, somebody help me out like that. After that, they was like, that was good. You see how easy that was? That wasn't hard, was it? No, okay, come on, let's do it again. You know, because the first time you do something the first time, all right, just to get over a fear, okay, that's that first time to get over a fear. Then you turn around, you do it again, you know, you do it again, and this here is to assure you, well, you did it the first time and it came out all right, and guess what? You can do it again, okay? And that lets you know that, wow, you did do it again. So maybe I can do it again. And you listen and you learning that this is the process to get you where you want to go. And all them things that you were scared of and worried about and imagining, you wasn't even imagining things. You was just flat out, you know, you developed yourself where, hey, you don't like rejection. And because you don't like rejection, you manifest any situation where you don't have to be rejected, even if it's come down to where you just be alone. You know, hey, I'm all right with being alone, long as you're not gonna reject me, because I feel better being alone than I do being rejected. Okay, when rejection is a part of life, because nothing in this life is easy, and nothing in this life is really gonna go your way. And if it do go your way, it's not going to go your way easy. So rejection is a part of something that you got to deal with. And for 50 years, you know, I hid from it. Like I said, I manifest situations where I'm not worried about being rejected. Okay, it's not going to be a situation. So like that. Okay, with that, you know, being in real estate, or well, rather, it come from sales. You know, me learning through my experience of dealing with the people on the street that come up to you and try and sell you a novelty toy like this remote control car. And matter of fact, if you buy one, we'll give you one for free. So that way you getting two for the price of one, and this and that. You know, I done that for a while to learn from that. You know, everything that you go through coming up is for a reason. All right, and then like you look back and through that experience, you know, I can remember one time doing that. The people with the people with the box with the little novelty cars and the other little toys and gadgets and get back and things like that. And I went into a bar one day, and there was a few people in the bar, and you're trained to go around and interact with everybody, introduce yourself to everybody, try to get the product in their hand and whatnot, you know, get them familiar with the product. And I did that, and I went through to everybody in the bar, got no traction from nobody. On my way out, my instructor was coming in, and I'm like, hey man, ain't no need going in there because ain't nobody buying nothing, ain't nobody doing nothing. He was like, hold on, let me see. Come on, follow me. And he went back in the bar, and I swear to God, the man sold 3 boxes of the same stuff that I had. Everybody he went through and ran that line, and was working it. That let me know that, okay, it's me. Okay? It's me and my lack of skills. That's a skill set that I don't have. All right? The ability, selling is a skill set that you can cultivate, that you can grow, all right, that you can develop. That's what selling is, a skill set. Okay? And I didn't have that skill set. And because you have to go through so many no's in order to get a yes in selling, I chose not to. Because like I said, my brain would manifest ways of not being rejected. And if it's a situation where I'm going to be rejected, I'm going to maneuver through it. All right, even if it's just to go in and feel like I'm talking to everybody, getting rejected by everybody, and hurrying up and getting out of there so that all that negative energy is over with. All right, not knowing that I just lack that skill set. All right, and it took me later on in years before I realized that that is what that is, a skill set that you can develop. And they have books, they have a lot of stuff, YouTube videos, audio books on how to develop that seller skill set. All right, and so I just go through what I go through, learning what I learn. And wow, the same way that Mike reached out and helped me, another student reached out in the group like, hey, I'm new, I'm in the Atlanta area, how everybody doing? You know, same as with me, everybody come out the woodwork, how you doing, blah, blah, splee. Hey, these people here work in Atlanta, these people here work, this person work in Atlanta, this person in Atlanta, this person in Atlanta, Michael in Atlanta. You know, and I reached out, hey, yeah, I'm in Atlanta. My name Michael, the Millionaire Maker. Hey, I'm here to do anything I can to help you out any way I can. Reach out to me. By the grace of God, she did. She reached out to me the same way. Hey, you know, Mike, I reached out to Mike. We talked for a while. Same situation. She told me about a property she had been looking at and everything. We ran the numbers on the property. I went to Zillow, showed her how, hey, this is where you find the realtors at. Sometimes you find their number, sometimes you don't. When they find their number, you can call them directly. You know, this is what you have to do. There's a number. So, you know, just give her a call. And she was like, yeah, okay, cool. I get it. I understand. Yeah. So I'll just call her in the morning. You know, it was like 6 in the afternoon, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, and I say, well, why you gonna wait till in the morning? It's 6 in the afternoon, we in Atlanta. She probably in traffic somewhere on her way home, okay, waiting on somebody to call her to buy this property. So why don't you do it? And she was like, okay, yeah, well, and I'm thinking to myself, you know, well, I done pushed her this far, and that was a good thing, so, but I'm not worthy to be on the call. And she was like, hey, do you mind staying on the call with me? You know, while I go ahead and talk? Excuse me. And I'm like, that's what was going through my head, but cool, yeah, I'll do that. I'll stay on the phone with you while you do that. And she did it. She had a good rapport with the realtor and whatnot. And, oh, y'all gotta stop. You gotta stop. Okay, man, I don't think I'm gonna make this one. I gotta do this way. Nobody coming around this way. Cause I see where he's trying to get through, but I'm gonna have to go to the light because you can't do it that way. All right, but what I was saying was, you know, so she made the call, had a good rapport with the realtor and whatnot. Hey, she made an appointment to go the next day to view the property and whatnot. So she did that, and when she did that, the realtor's nephew was living in the property so that it wouldn't be vacant. And he talked to her about some land that some people that he knew had that was trying to sell. And she possibly may have gonna get a deal with that, but she definitely got a contract for the property that she went to see. Okay, she definitely got a contract for that. And the good thing about it is that with the knowledge that I have, I was able to help her out and help her get that deal. And lo and behold, a week later, I ran across my own deal. And I know that I ran across my own deal because instead of me worrying about, and not only that, but once I helped her and I knew she got a deal, I had two choices. I had a choice where I can be negative and feel like, damn, well, that's fucked up. Why was it so easy for her to get a deal? I've been hustling for Lord knows how long and I still ain't got one. Why, blah, blah, blah. Or I could be happy and grateful, happy, one, that she got a deal. Happy, two, that I was able to help talk her through to get that deal. Okay? And spread positive energy. And that's the route that I chose to go, was to be happy for her and cheer her on and know that what I did was a good thing. Instead of me worrying about my situation and how it is that, hey, I'm homeless, I don't have a place to live, but I still can help somebody else. Okay? And I think through that, God blessed me. That was whether this contract closes or not, it was like confirmation for God saying, that was a good job, Michael. That was a good job. That was a real good job, and I thank you for doing it. So here's proof, so a little more proof of concept. Okay. Now I know this one over here, this YouTube, it's 26 minutes long. I'm probably gonna end at 30. And I'm hoping that it records so that I can upload it because my phone be doing weird things. But I'm gonna have to end it. And the reason that I'm constantly just keep talking is because I am still recording for my podcast. Like I said, I have a podcast now because it was something that I wanted to do. And when it's something that you want to do, the best way to do it is just to do it. All right. Especially if people along the way, like shout out to JT Hustle for his YouTube channel and Instagram channel on showing people how to do and start entrepreneurial jobs. You want to start a podcast and try and monetize it so that you can get paid to make podcasts. Hey, he showed you how to do that. And through that, so I started me a podcast. And with that, I'm going to go back. Now I'm up, like I said, this is episode 6, season 1, episode 6, and I'm going to go back and do what I need to do in order to start getting sponsors and start getting my podcast monetized so that I can start making any kind of money off of it. And all you have to do is just start. If you start, all it takes is one foot in front of the other. One foot in front of the other, one step. The journey of 1,000 miles all starts with one step. Okay, just put that one foot in front of the other and keep going and you will get there. You might not see no results during the beginning because it's slow, but at some point in time, the momentum is going to kick in and kick up and kick in and things will start to pick up and you'll start to see more and more progress from the endeavors that you are doing. So with that being said, because I wanted to start me a YouTube channel, now I'm like at least 100 videos in on my YouTube channel. I've been cultivating my YouTube channel. I believe I'm up to like 40 subscribers. When I started off with 7, so I'm doing a good job there of building subscribers. Okay, and as long as more as I keep going on and putting myself out there like they tell you to do, hey, make the videos, do the post in Facebook, make videos, do little shorts for YouTube. I've been doing Instagram shorts lately. That's been getting me, been getting eyes on my page and whatnot. People been liking my little Instagram shorts, where you just take what somebody else is saying or somebody else is saying or something like that and you just incorporate it with yourself and make it a part of yours. Okay?
Welcome to check.
Yeah, you got the
Hold on.
Okay. Well, chilling I'm at the drive-through window trying to get some food. So, waiting on them. But what I'm saying is, you know, I'm growing my channel and whatnot and things like that. So, keep on following me. Keep checking me out. I appreciate it if you hit that like button. You know, hit that subscribe button. You know, share this video with at least 5 people that you think might help or get any kind of benefit out of it. All right? And help me grow my channel. And I'll continue to try and I will continue to bring the benefit of the knowledge that I have to you to help somebody out. Okay? So with that being said, my name is Michael Sykes. I'm the Millionaire Maker. Hang with me, I'll make you a millionaire. Peace.